morning, everybody. Coach Darren here. Fitness over 50, but we don't grow old. You know, we age like a fine wine. And holy crap, 2020, did it blow chunks? Actually, we're going to talk about it a little bit more. And I think 2020 really wasn't as bad as we think at this very moment. But we're going to focus on making 2021 epic. Yesterday, I took a 4 or so hour training that I paid for on how to set goals and get ready for 2021. And I'll tell you, I'm going to summarize it as best I can, that it was an awesome training. There go my notes. I got a lot out of it. And I want you to really kind of take what I share and put it into action. One of the things I've learned, I take lots of these trainings, I read lots of books, is knowledge is great, but it's not powerful unless you put it into action. Learning a lot doesn't mean anything unless you use that knowledge for something positive. So we're going to talk about 2020 first, because what you do today is going to set you up for tomorrow. What you do this week is going to set you up for next week, this month, next month. What we have to do is focus on where we are now so that we are successful in the future. And that's what this training is all about. The first thing we need to do for 2020, number one, we need to do an audit. If you don't know where you are, it's impossible to get to somewhere else. You're a rudderless ship just floating around in the ocean if you don't know where you are. You need to figure out where you are, where your destination is, and then plot the path. And we do that with our audit. And we're going to audit 7 things. The first thing we're going to audit is, what were your blessings for 2020? What good things happened in 2020? These, the thing with 2020 is we got to focus on the little things and realize how important they are, how short life is. I got to spend lots of extra time with my kids because I'm home all the time. The virtual schooling is a challenge, but it's an obstacle that we work to overcome. These are, to me, blessings. Every challenge presents an opportunity. And this year, huge challenge. But I am super blessed that I got to spend more time with my kids. I got a little puppy, fantastic little dog. These are blessings for 2020. Take an audit of all the good things that happened in 2020. Create one word. Think of one word that describes 2020. Some of the examples that were given was resilient, persistent, challenging. Come up with your own, your word for 2020. Oh, I hit a little puppy. Third, what was your biggest win in 2020? Everybody has a big win, something that you accomplished in 2020. I've now made over 200 live videos between my main profile page and my Badass Bootcamp. Over 200 videos. I was terrified a long time ago to do a live video. I got on and would freeze, would get scared, and now I come out here, I do my thing. A lot of times I just wing it. I come up with a phrase for the day, and today it can be a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up, and I just go. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So what was your biggest win for 2020? After your biggest win, take an audit of your income. How much money did you have come in? Salary, business, side jobs, side hustle, whatever it is. Whatever money you brought in, you want to know that number because you want to do better in 2021, obviously. Next, your assets. You always want to take a look at your assets. Look whether you just have a savings account with $50 in it, or you have a stock portfolio with $50 million in it. You need to know what you have. You know, take a look at well, that's the next one. Your liabilities. What do you owe and to who? So you want to know how much you have and how much you owe. That's always very critical. Actually, I guess there were 8 because I added one. How many books did you read? What were they? What did you learn from them? What kind of action did you implement from reading them? And then finally, number 8, which is supposed to be number 7, what kind of trainings did you take? Were you educating yourself, continuing legal education, continuing medical education? What kind of continuing education for your job did you take? Was it beneficial? What did you learn? On the personal side, what kind of training did you take? Did you take fitness training, relationship training, finance training? What trainings did you take and how beneficial were they? You want to audit all of this. You want to know where you are. Now remember, I paid good money for this training. This is a really good, it captures kind of the meat and potatoes of it. You need to do that audit. Take time. This should take a long time. You shouldn't just be able to do this in 2 minutes sitting down. I have all these things written down and I'm going to start going through them. Because I need to audit my 2020 and kind of see where I am and what I've accomplished and where I want to go. 2021. We have a huge opportunity. We went through an extremely challenging year. The beginning of 2021 is probably going to be very challenging, but then the world's going to open back up. And where are you going to be? Are you going to be able to seize that opportunity? For 2021, what we want to do is work on goal setting. In the training, he was kind of funny. He's like, I could do this stupid, smart thing, and we can go through it, and we could talk about setting those SMART goals, specific, measurable, actionable, whatever, timely, this and that. Just Google SMART, because that's really the foundation. He said that's the foundation. Just Google SMART goals, watch a little video on how to set SMART goals, or read a little summary of what a SMART goal is. Everything we do should be a SMART goal. The reason that it's not worth repeating over and over again is because there's a million trainings out there on SMART goals. So we're not going to waste our time talking about SMART goals. But what we are going to talk about is, remember we talked about our word for 2020? The first thing we want to do is come up with a word for 2021. Hope, breakthrough, these are some words that you want opportunity to consider naming 2021. Ultimately, the goals that we set, that's our focus. You should put that word everywhere. Little stickies in your bathroom, little sticky in your office, little sticky in your kitchen, and just look at that word. Remind yourself, 2021 is going to be a breakthrough year. 2021 is going to be a year of hope. 2021 is going to be a year of opportunity. You want to focus on that word, because that word is going to be your mindset for 2021. Next, we want to, this one I really like, something new I'd never heard. For the next 10 days, so today's the 18th, for the next 10 days, come up with 30 goals per day for 2021. That's going to be 300 goals for you to think about. It can be something as little as, I want to clean out my sock drawer and get all new socks. That could be a goal for 2021. It's going to get hard. First 30 might not be too bad. The next 30, you know, when you go into 60, 90, 120, 150, it's going to get harder and harder to come up with goals. But it's going to force your mind to really think. And when you're at, you know, goal number 210, all of a sudden you might have a light bulb moment and think of something that's really important and that you can focus on for 2021. And again, these are SMART goals, so you got to think, you know, specific, measurable. These are goals that are attainable. So you can't say I want to make $1 million in 2021 if you've only made $50 in 2020. It's got to be realistic. So start making all of your goals for the next 10 days, starting today. 30, 30, 30. Next, we want to categorize your goals with the 5 F's. So he made a little circle. Somebody make the circle right. So fitness, you want fitness goals. In that 300, you're going to have fitness goals. Maybe you want to run a 5K, 10K, a marathon, whatever it is. Maybe you want to work out 5 days a week. You want fitness goals. You want finance goals. How much money you want to make in 2021? How much debt you want to pay off in 2021? Your 300, some of them are going to fall into the finance goals. Faith. Faith in a more generic sense, he said. So faith, it could be, you know, going to church once a week or whatever, praying every day, or it could just be mindfulness. I want to practice mindfulness every day. I want to get my mindset right. I want to practice yoga or some kind of specialized breathing technique. So faith. Family. You know, we all are terrible at work-life balance. But we got to make sure we set aside time, that we set family goals, that we set, hey, I want to go hiking once a week with my kids. I want to make sure I get that in. So that could be a goal for 2021. And then finally, fun goals. You want to set some fun goals. Travel. Do something amazing. Fun. So you need to break down your 300 goals into these 5 F categories. The goal is to have a balance between all 5 of these. You don't want to have, you know, on the fun scale, a 1, on the fitness scale, a 5, on the finance scale, a 3, on the faith goal, you know, most people probably 1, on the family goal, a 2. Because what that's going to look like is when you draw the line, it's going to look like that. We want a circle. We want to balance it all out. So you need to take your 300 goals, break them down into the categories. We do that on the 29th. Today's the 18th. We go for the 10 days, 30 goals a day. On the 29th, you're going to break all these down into the categories. All the goals you wrote down, figure out where they go. Some might overlap. You know, for me, fitness and fun kind of go together. But you got to figure out the best place to put your goal. Once you have them categorized, go through each goal and think about why. Why do you want to get rid of all your socks and get new socks? Why do you want to travel to England? Why do you want to travel to Japan? Figure out the why. Why is it important to you? What difference is it going to make in your life? You're going to be able to cross out some of those 300 when you start thinking about your why. Finally, you want to prioritize. You've crossed a bunch out because it doesn't fall into your why. Prioritize. Which one of the goals under fitness is most important to you? Is it working out 5 days a week? Is it running a marathon? Is it hiking 50 miles at Appalachian Trail? Whatever it is. Prioritize. So this is my number 1 fitness goal for 2021. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the top 3 and that's going to be your focus for 2021. He added, you want to visualize these goals. One of the best things to do at the beginning of the year is to create a vision board. Every year, I started doing this maybe 2-3 years ago, I learned about it, I think it was from Oprah Winfrey, was creating a vision board. Go through magazines and cut out pictures that represent your goals and paste them on it. Get a big piece of paper and paste the pictures. You can even put them into different categories for fitness and fun, and then put it somewhere you're going to see it, where other people won't see it. It's for you. Put it in your bedroom. Put it in your bedroom closet. Just put it somewhere you're going to look at a little bit each day, and it's going to help you to visualize your goals. This training went on, talked about, besides the goal setting, the next section was on time management. We're not going to go into time management. This is just so that you can create your goals for 2021. Start with the audit, and then move on to our 30 goals per day for the next 10 days. I hope you found this useful. If you did, give me a thumbs up, a heart, a share. Please comment below, let me know what you think, and maybe I'll go into the time management section on Monday. Talk to you Monday. All right, have an awesome weekend. Remember, TGIF, the grind includes Friday. It's the end of the week. Wrap everything up. See what you intend to do on Monday, and make sure you're getting it done by Friday.